Nvidia AI has just released a new update, which is a major improvement for video generation from text. With version 3 of Nvidia AI, you can turn a simple text prompt into a whole video generated by AI. We'll talk a bit about the pricing model later too, but version 3 of Nvidia AI is the one you should choose. But here, all you need to do is type a text prompt. It can be simple, or you can get pretty complex here. You have up to 32,000 characters, so you can put a large part of a script. And one thing I really like are these flows here. And with these flows, it gives you a ton of different examples. So, when creating ads, it shows all the different types of ads you can create. It shows what type of platform you want to create for, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can make vertical videos. You can make normal horizontal videos for YouTube. You can make AI movies here. You can use your own script here and turn them into full videos, animated videos, short films, faceless videos. The really cool part about this is that I've been making videos for a long time, and it took me a long time to feel comfortable speaking in front of the camera. But many people just don't have that skill set, or don't want to learn that skill set. They still have stories to tell, right? Or they still want to create ads with ideas they have. Well, this is a way to do that now. All right, I'm going to use this prompt here. I'm going to create a short video with quick cuts for YouTube. This is going to be a YouTube short about Neil Armstrong, the guy who went to the moon, explaining in the first person about space travel to a famous ancient explorer, Christopher Columbus. And I'm going to give a bit more detail about what I'm looking for. And this is going to be in Pixar style. And I'm going to generate this video right here on this page, Pixar style. And I'm going to generate this video right here on this page. I'm going to choose generative media. This is the plan I have that gives me generative media. The previous version used stock media, but do we want to generate using AI? You choose a duration. I'm going to pick one for 30 seconds here. And for my audience, you can choose an audience. That's right. Choose, based on your prompt, which audience makes sense. Space enthusiasts, history lovers, that's actually what I'm going to choose. And which platform you're going to use. If you choose YouTube, it will make a regular video. If you use YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, things like that, it will make a vertical video. In this case, I'm going to make a vertical video. I showed you others that are in horizontal format, and I'm going to generate this. Continue. And at this point, it's going to start working. This is literally going to do everything, right? So usually, even if you're using AI, you're going to create one plan at a time. You have to think about the prompt for this scene. So you need to put this together in an editing program. So find music and narration, or use AI for that. All of these are manual steps, right? It's like a 5 or 6 step process. This literally writes the script based on that prompt. It finds all the different clips, in this case generating all these clips from scratch. These clips don't exist anywhere else. So it finds the music for you, then it finds the narration, using AI to generate that narration. You can do this in different languages. For example, you can even do it in your own voice. It will clone your own voice if you want to read the script. It will do all of this and put together a complete story. You can literally add subtitles to this from that text.
Neil Armstrong here. Imagine navigating to new worlds. In space. Space. Like the West Indies. It's space tourism. Ordinary people visiting stars and flying in ships. Flying ships. You're kidding, sir. No kidding.
Okay, that was pretty fun. So, if you want to make any changes, often the first draft will give you what you want. You can just press download right here. He will prepare the download, and it will be saved as a high-resolution file. You can just upload from there. But often you want to make some edits, and there are a few ways to do that. The easiest way is right down here. You have a way to edit the video using a command. So you can just type a text command, and it will edit that video. For example, I could type change the music to be more upbeat, and then I could generate that, and that simple text command will take care of it. I don't need to go look for another song. This will do that in the background. Imagine navigating to new worlds, but in space. All right, and if I like this, I can just keep it. I could go back to the last one, or I could ask for a new prompt. You could also translate this video, so I'm going to say translate, that's it, or Spanish. All right, space is like the West Indies. Right. That's pretty cool too. Now, most of the time, this will give you what you want. But if you're more hands-on and really want to dive in, there's this editing option. And that takes you to this whole editing page, and you can edit almost everything you see. One of my favorite options you have here is that you can select an individual shot. Let's say you didn't like how that specific shot turned out. Well, you could go ahead and replace that, and you could upload media to replace it, but most of the time, I want to use media generation to replace it. And I could generate a completely new clip and just describe that specific shot. So I'm going to type a prompt again. I would choose, so this is 16:9, and I would choose the duration. That was a 4-second clip, and then I could generate a new clip to replace that one. I could always click on either of those two. If something later in the video makes more sense, I could go ahead and replace this with that. You can also go to the music tab here and make changes. You can upload your own music, or you can choose from the stock music. So you can make that choice for yourself. So if I choose this, I could listen to other songs and I could replace the music myself. If I want to change any of the scripts, like the entire narration, for example, I could go ahead and change that here too. And in the settings tab, you can really dive in if you're more advanced. And you could change, for example, how the transitions are. So at this point, stretch and zoom, you can change that here. You can change how the audio is mixed. So you can see that between these 4 tabs, you can control this manually. But again, the goal of this is to let the AI do 90% of the work. Use the text prompt box below to make revisions, to do translations, to change the music. You could also change the narration. A lot of times I like to request like an older British man to do the narration. And from there, I move on. Now, once you're done, just hit download right here below the video. You don't want a watermark. You want to make sure that the AI watermark is set to none, and then you'll want to download this in the highest resolution. 1080p is usually what you want, so you'll press continue. So this will take you to this page where it will actually export this video and then download it to your computer. There's a download tab right here, and then you can also see any previous video. Now, in the meantime, it's being downloaded. Let me show you this option. If I go back to this page, I want to show you, with some of these flows, like the first video I created, I used one of these flows like this generated ad by AI, and with that, it's really easy. You can choose the duration right in this drop-down menu. Choose where you're going with this. So I'm going to pick a 30-second TikTok video. Type in your topic. This is going to be for a hamburger commercial. And then this is going to be with media clips generated again here. And then I can choose what I want to add to this. I want background music. Yes, I want voiceovers. I want subtitles. I could choose these and then I could press continue here. And this is going to help me create that prompt. You can see the settings. This is my prompt here, and I can generate this as well. Now on the left side, you also have this plugins tab. So that's how you can clone your own voice. So you just need to press add a narration here. You just need to record yourself reading this here. And you just need a 30-second audio clip of yourself. This will clone your own voice. So your AI voice clone can be the narration for the videos. Actually, I'm going to show you how to replace my voice as an example here. So here's a narration that I left on mute, but I'm going to use the text box right here. This is the restoration of an old Mustang. Actually, it's a really cool video. It happened. So I'm just going to type this prompt, use my voice, which is voice 1, and my name right here, and I'm going to go ahead and generate to replace the voice. And by the way, when you train your own voice, all you need to say is use. And so that's how I got that prompt right here. And I added this in the prompt box. The polishing phase is where things get really crazy. Imagine seeing the microscopic abrasives smoothing out imperfections in real time. It's going to be a visual feast of engineering and art combined. Thank you very much. See you next time.